Y'all ready?
Yeah, we ready. We ready.
All right, quiet on the set.
You're
Hey.
Quiet on the set.
Boom, boom, boom. Hey, this is C.
This is Dean. And
This is Black Meets World.
So,
Special
Utak.
guest.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Utak. Thank you for joining us.
he is the co-founder and creator behind Higher Self Lifestyle and Business.
Yeah.
And he's a good friend of our other friend, Najee Omar, who y'all have heard from before, our creative consultant, if you will. So, Utak, go ahead and tell us what you do, how you got here. What's good?
How
What is
amazing
Higher
you are.
Self? Right.
All right. And so Higher Self Lifestyle is a nonprofit organization. We're a multi-service nonprofit, and we service community through small business development programs, housing programs, job and workforce development programs, and also arts and cultural programs. And so we've been around since 2012, and yeah, it's to be able to serve community in a lot of different ways.
That's awesome.
So how did you get started? I mean, what was your idea or inspiration for this?
How did I get started? So basically, I've always wanted to kind of be of service. I've realized this later in my life that like I feel most comfortable being in a position where I can help people and be of service to people. People always ask, "Oh, well, what are you passionate about? Like, what are you personally passionate about?" And I don't really have a particular like one particular passion. Like I just want to be able to I want to be able to help in the best ways that I can. And like I think that all of these things are important. I grew up in, a community, and I've seen a lot of people around me in business, and so I thought that, this is a path that I can go in.
Where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Born
Bed-Stuy.
Are you Caribbean?
Huh?
West Indian?
Yes, I am.
Okay. From
My mom's side of the family's from they're Bayesian, so Barbados. Stand
I
up.
love some Barbados.
Yeah.
He said Barbados, stand up.
yeah.
I ain't mad. Okay, so what does Higher Self Business do? Like,
Okay. And so Higher Self Business is not a part of the nonprofit. And so it's a separate initiative that was launched last year. And so Higher Self Business is basically a twist on the traditional retail model,
Okay.
right? And so, say you produce these amazing sweaters,
Okay.
right? And so everybody loves them, like they're just dope. However, you work a full-time job, you got a couple kids maybe, and it's very, very hard to produce these sweaters at the level that you need to
make the time, yeah,
right,
to be as
sustain the
productive as
business,
I
right?
want.
And so you got all these obligations. It's very hard for you to do it. It's hard for you to produce them, and it's hard because nobody's paying you to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's even harder for you to sell them. Nearly impossible, right? Because your
right.
network is not that big, whatever, right? It's just you.
Finding stores to have in place and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And so what Higher Self does is we will approach you and buy a bunch of your stuff, right? We're going to
Nice.
buy a bunch of your sweaters wholesale. Then we'll put them on an online platform and train community members as retailers to sell these sweaters. And so it's really simple. And so, Dee, maybe
Excellent.
you needed to earn a couple dollars, right? And you also have a full-time job and a couple kids maybe. It's very difficult.
Dee's giving a smirk. She's like,
It's
"Aight."
very
I'm laughing
difficult.
because this is so funny to me. My side hustle is like tutoring. I wouldn't think to do something creative. My way of helping people would not be, oh, let me start a business. It'd be like, let me provide this service.
But if you knew it was an option, it could be.
Yeah, for sure. And
If
I
it
think this
felt
is dope.
aligned,
I mean,
yeah, if it fell in line with like, your interests.
right.
And so, like, say you needed to earn a couple dollars, you would be able to sell C's sweaters via this online platform and just earn money.
And so she'd make money and I would make money.
She makes
Yeah.
money.
Well, I already made money
You
because
make
you
money.
bought me at wholesale.
Exactly.
Oh, right. Okay. And then
Exactly.
I'm the producer.
And you're the retailer. And so
I'm the retailer.
And so you earn money on the back end.
That's
once you
awesome.
sell it.
Because there's obviously people who are interested in working and have time, but it's just about finding, those resources to be able to like put them in the right place. Especially like developing countries where this could be a very big use, especially, places that have internet service, they have Wi-Fi, all they need is opportunity and they can like make that shit pop.
So is this an international business, or you are so far? What's your scope
so
or reach?
so far our scope is U.S., but we'd like to be international. We're trying to get there.
Hold up, you have employees?
Do I have employees? I have contractors that I pay to get things done.
Word.
And so y'all know me, so y'all know that like I'm not a huge fan of being around people all the time. And so the whole traditional employee model, I'm still kind of evaluating that and seeing like, okay, well, how can I work with people and help people and get things done without being around them and
all the time
and trying to be around people as little as possible.
Word.
This is something that I'm trying to figure out myself.
I love it. Know your personality and make it work for you.
Yeah, because it's like, what if I'm not as productive as I can be? Like, what is the point? You know, like, and so like if you have an opportunity to shape your job, kind of, and you don't make it something that fits with like, who you are, like, you know, just because, like, what's the point?
That's real.
Okay, so you have contractors and you have producers
and volunteers, of course, you know,
right.
And yeah, you know, that's very helpful, especially like in a nonprofit world, like volunteers are
right. So where does the cultural side of this play, like the, you know, music and artistic side play in?
Well,
because you know I went to one of these events, but y'all stopped having them.
Okay, so you mean and so you mean Higher Self Lifestyle?
Yeah.
And so Higher Self Lifestyle is the nonprofit side, and so what I just talked about is Higher Self Business. This is a completely different initiative, but Higher Self Lifestyle as an organization has been around since 2012, and I feel like sometimes we're not allowed to have certain things in our community. Like we don't have access to the same artistic and cultural spaces. And like we just we partner with organizations to produce, you know, artistic and cultural events because
we dope.
Yes, because we're very dope and we're very flavorful. And like you said, and like we need that. Art is supposed to be, we create it, you know, it's supposed to be for us. You know, it's not supposed to be just for people who have a bunch of money or people who live somewhere else, you know, so.
Do you encourage people who come from all walks of life?
Absolutely.
Do you encourage specifically target like black and brown people?
I went to the Higher Self Lifestyle holiday event in 2015? 2014? Damn, it was 2014?
One of those years.
It was that long ago? Anyway, it was really cool. So our friend Najee Omar is also a poet, and he was performing, and he was like, yo, come through to this event. It's going to be dope. Me and my god sister rolled through. Why are you looking like
Keep going.
I like this story.
It was in a dope kind of apartment, I guess. I don't know. Somebody lived there.
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
It was an apartment?
I don't know what it was. I don't be going to cool events like this.
Why are you so unsure? Just give the story.
I don't know. Both of them can confirm it. Like, I don't know, so why I don't understand why both of them not asking.
It was a dope space
right.
about 2, 3, maybe 5 years ago.
I hate both of y'all. Anyway, y'all acting so shady. Like, I don't understand why. Anyway, Najee performed. This girl did she played on her guitar. There was someone else who performed poetry. There were these 3 chicks there that were just like singing their asses off. It was really cool. It was just like there was music, there was food. It was a very chill environment. We had a really great time. And we were like, oh, we hope that all these events happen every year, but also more frequently during the year. And that was the one and only event I ever been to.
I feel like there were more and you just didn't go.
Oh, now you chiming in? My G's, now you got something to say about it?
No, but yeah, that's definitely along the lines of stuff that we want to do. We want to just create spaces. Like the most important thing, you know, I don't necessarily have a passion for any particular thing or any particular part of
art.
No, I see its importance. Like I'm not an artist, but I see its importance. And so the most important part is to build community. We really just want to create spaces where people can come and they can, you know, be free and they can have a good time and, you know, feel like themselves. And
so I'm gonna ask you this: at what point were you done with school? What was the impetus that was behind you starting this? I know you said it's a passion of yours, but like, what definitely got you involved in being like, you know what, I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna put my all into it, and I'm gonna look for employees and make it happen.
Well, and sorry, just in addition to that, like, where did you go to school? Like, what did you actually want to study before you decided that this was it?
I went to Hunter, and I was studying history. I was just texting a friend about it. The college experience for me, like, it kind of sucked.
Didn't like college.
Yeah, it was like,
It ain't for
okay,
everybody.
this is not what is important. Best case scenario, what? Like, I get through this, and I just be a history professor, and like, how am I helping anything that I care? Like, how am I serving my community in any way? Like, I don't.
Right. We need black professors, but right, I hear you.
Yeah, and so I left, and I was just like, okay, it's time to start this. And so right out of college, is
nice.
Okay. What is next for either Higher Self Lifestyle or business?
So Higher Self Lifestyle, we are actually going to Jersey.
Hey.
And so we won't just be in Brooklyn anymore. We'll be in Brooklyn and Jersey. So we'll be serving New York City and New Jersey. We're going to be based in Newark. That's a great city, a lot of opportunity there. And so we'll be out there. Higher Self Business. And so we've been in the process of acquiring products from producers and also training our retailers to sell these products.
Nice.
Should I give like a call to action now?
Yeah, tell us what we need to do. How can?
And so this is how you can support. If you make something, or if you know somebody who makes something that's you think is amazing, then send them my way. Also, if you know anybody who would like to earn a couple dollars by selling something, by selling these products, like, please, because
you got a website. How can people find you? How can they?
And so you can go to Higher Self. HIGHERSELF.biz.
Nice.
Oh, y'all fancy.
And so, yeah, you can do that. Am I supposed to say something else?
No.
Okay.
No, you're good. Sorry, you're good. You're absolutely good.
There's a lot of things happening right now.
So besides that, so Utak, I just want to say thank you for being patient with us this evening, considering all of the challenges that have happened.
What happened this evening?
I'm gonna be transparent. It wasn't like a full bottle of wine that spilled. Glass was shattered. Time was postponed. People were cut with glass. But I appreciate you staying consistent and being able to stay with us. No, I love your energy. And I want to just say, I know you are friends with Najee, and me and Dee are also friends with him, and that's how we were able to be introduced. And I know our other friend of the podcast also met you the evening that we were at Dee's house for a housewarming, and we love your energy, and that's why we definitely wanted to highlight you and make sure we could at least have people understand who you are and bring call to action to higher self.
I love y'all's energy too, y'all.
Thank you.
See?
So let me ask you this. What is a piece of advice that you would give to somebody who might have been in a similar situation as you? Because you have like contractors and you have producers and retailers. It's really hard to execute on ideas like this. And so what is some way that you think, some piece of advice or something that you've learned along the way that you would like to share?
I was listening to I guess this was like a class or like a recorded seminar or something like that, and the guy who was talking, he was talking about what he thinks of as character, and how character is, once the good feelings are going about something, what do you do about it? Once you decide, oh, I'm gonna be this or I'm gonna do this, there are gonna be days when you're just like, all right, I don't really want to be this and I don't want to do this anymore. But character is how you actually follow through on that. And so I think that that's really what it comes down to, like, because I love like hearing people's ideas and like just having ideas, seeing, I love it. Like,
you were asking us earlier,
right?
Yeah.
And so I love hearing about what people are doing, and most of the time that stuff just goes into the universe and just poof, it just disappears.
That's real.
And so somebody else who's less smart, less talented, less creative,
But with money,
or not even just money, somebody who's sometimes stupid enough to just put their head down and just do it. And sometimes it takes, actually less smarts and less intelligence and just kind of like a mindlessness to just say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And they just do it and they end up doing it. Some of the most successful people that I've met are really not
the brightest
people that I've not at all. Like the Venn diagram between like successful people that I know and like the smartest people that I know. Yeah. There's a lot of
there's
some overlap, but
not a lot.
Not as much as we'd expect.
You know what though? I believe that mostly because a lot of it is about character. Mm-hmm. And I won't get too deep into this, but at least from what I've seen about the place in which I work, the people who have risen to the top are the people who've played a game and who have let their personality kind of carry them. And so whether they're good at their job or not, people generally don't have anything bad to say about their character. And that carries them a really long
That's
way.
real.
Yeah, and so
Personality usually gets like a job.
Yeah, more so than
Talent.
your talent. I mean, if you can work hard and people like you
And have those qualities.
then you can get a lot further.
Absolutely. You grow up with so many smart people, and it's just like, wow, what happened to that person?
Yo, I had a moment like that recently where somebody popped up on my Facebook and I was like, yo, I remember he used to be mad smart. And I was like, what are you doing with your life? Like, how did you end
And not only that,
at
are
this
you
point?
enjoying it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel
Well-
like some of these super smart people are also in a room, not interacting with folks and just like, either like for me, it's knowing all the people who were like super smart civil or computer science majors. And so they're all in a room coding away.
Oh, you talking about a whole nother, yeah, that's not the group I was talking about, but I feel you. Yeah, I feel you on that. But that's
I was
real.
just giving an example of my lived experience.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know,
the computer engineers who did applied math and
don't do this.
I'm just sorry.
No,
Dee
but
gave me her majors
absolutely,
yesterday. Let me tell you something. On a very side note, I went to like this little mentorship thing yesterday with high school students, and so one of them said, "Oh, I'm interested in engineering." So I asked Dee, "Yo, what did you major in?" Dee named some shit that like I'm like, did Albert Einstein write this up? It was completely over my head in anything that I've ever even
It was just
attempted to take in
funny,
school.
'cause
What did you major in, Dee?
Engineering science with concentrations in systems engineering and applied math. But you gotta say the whole thing. I realized
You see it? Listen, there's other people in this room right now, and everybody had that look of like
What?
glazed over,
Like, what's
deer in headlights, like.
I can't even do regular math.
Right, yo.
Like,
Geometry is hard for some. Hell, you over here doing some shit I can't even pronounce. So anyway,
I say my times tables out loud.
Okay.
is there a song?
There's plenty of songs. There's
Oh,
plenty
really?
for each one is like a different song. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't learn that in school.
Y'all
Dang.
funny. Okay, well, the point is you
But-
were able to.
Yeah, but yeah, just I mean, just stick with it if you can, and just do it. Like there's no that's it. Like,
There's no formula.
No, there's no formula for anything.
I like that. I think a lot of challenge with a lot of people who want to get into other areas or just chase their dreams is actually just taking the
doing it,
effort to do it, just to do it.
Yeah.
Because people have so many theories about what it should look like when they finally start to do
None
it.
of
And
it.
what the path is.
Yeah, none of
and,
that
I
is-
should do this first and then that. And
None of
Yeah.
that,
you know what's funny though? That's how we started the podcast. We
Word.
just decided to do it. We didn't know what the hell we were doing when
Yo,
we started
listen,
it.
did you, so Utak, you mentioned you started listening to our episodes. Did you
We hope we
listen?
started from the most recent.
I was like, yeah.
I started from the most recent ones, but I should go back now to the first
Oh
one.
gosh. Oh,
should
that's
go
when my tongue was a little looser. Boy. It was
But that was the time, like, that was literally us being like, okay, we're just going to do it. And we just figured it out.
Why
as we
though?
went.
Why?
we were encouraged by a mentor.
Right.
Because we're both, our personalities are, they we complement each other
I
in
feel
different
like y'all
ways,
are,
but
y'all are very different.
we're very different.
Very different, but also,
Yes.
it works.
Yes.
It works.
It works. I
Yeah.
like this. I like this whole C and D going up. This thing going up.
We appreciate
We're having a
it.
good day, too.
Yes, this is a good. This is actually like one of those days that doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like we haven't fussed, we haven't fought. I will say this: the empathy and the kindness that you showed me in my bedroom when I dropped that big ass bottle of wine, it set the tone for the evening.
But for
I had to take off my stockings. There's glass cutting my foot through my stockings. She's just like, okay, let me help you out. Let me clean your shoe. It's taken us to a new level of friendship.
So the tone that was set for me earlier today was us being on time. That's our usual pain point. And all of us
Y'all on
were
time.
on time today at the time we said we would be. Y'all are in a bad
This
dying.
is facts.
It's all right. Let it out.
This
Let
is
it
facts.
out.
They were on time. They were on time.
And so
This is facts.
that set the tone for me, and then that set the tone for C. So we're having an excellent day today.
Okay.
All right, so this has been a great episode.
Great episode. Utak, thank
Tell
you for
us
joining.
where we can find you, aside from the website, if we can find you personally or the business.
You can find me. Okay, and so I'm a social media. I'm the worst. I'm the worst social media person. Like, I don't post
Know your
anything.
strengths. Hey.
I don't post anything. All I do is if you follow me, I'll follow you and I'll lurk. I'll lurk on your stuff. Like, I'll just look at your feed.
familiar.
Like, I'll just go. Like, I'll probably be like, I'll be like 400 weeks deep in your Instagram.
Ooh, don't accidentally like something, baby.
You know what's there's lurking. When you become an expert lurker, there's like tricks and stuff.
What?
There
Like,
are.
okay,
On Instagram.
like if
Tell
you
us
want to
more.
go on Instagram, because like, what's the scariest thing that can happen on Instagram? If
Double
you're lurking?
tap.
You double tap somebody's photo, and so what you do is you go on the page, you let it load, then you put your phone on airplane mode, and then you just scroll. You can look at anything, and you can never double
Are
tap.
you? That was y'all have just heard one of the best gems we've heard on this podcast. Put your shit on airplane
Put it
mode.
on airplane mode,
and you
there's
good.
There's no fear.
There's no fear.
You
like,
can load your Snapchats with that. Oh my gosh.
And so you just do that, and so you just do that.
I love how
and
serious
then-
you are about this.
Or you could, like, the same thing on like Twitter or whatever. Like, you go on the page, whatever, you let it load up, then you put it on airplane mode, and then you just browse freely.
He said, and he's so confident.
He said,
He's
browse freely.
He's like, but this is what I do. He said, I does this.
I does this. Like you won't see me. Look, you won't see me post much, but I'm there. I'm there.
Can a nigga get some likes though? Like, I'm so blown with you.
I'm there.
What I said?
I'm
Yeah,
there.
I'm there though. Don't worry about it.
My
No,
gosh.
it's just like I don't know. The thing for me is like I just look at it as like I don't want to interact with people, but I see it as like it's a great like you can learn everything about life via social media. Like you can see like why people do things and how they do things.
Well,
and
that's part of your business. I mean, to know like the lifestyle and trends and how people
Yeah,
are
and just
moving
know
and
what's
what they're
what's up,
doing and
yeah.
what they need. So I get that. It's just so amazing to me.
I don't
that you were
post
so
much, but
comfortable. I'm there.
I'm there.
All right, so
That's
even
the
though you're
best.
terrible on social media, where can we find you?
Well, it's my name. You can find me probably on everything. Everything is that like Instagram.
Spell that,
Entire
baby.
Self-Life or
Utak West.
Oh,
that's me.
You ever thought about
Utak
naming
West.
like your child Kanye?
Kanye? No, never.
No. Okay.
never.
Not even back when he was like, this is like
I
pre.
wouldn't.
relevant?
Oh,
I
okay.
wouldn't. And I used to like.
You know what? I
used to
shouldn't
like
even say
Kanye.
that. Yeah, I just shaded him, and I actually really like Kanye.
I used to like. Kanye.
I mean, I'm not talking about like recent Kanye. I'm not talking about like
You
in the
talking
past.
about like 2000s Kanye?
College dropout Kanye.
Yeah,
I used to like Kanye. but-
Habari Gani Kanye. if you
Okay.
will.
Speaking Swahili up in this bitch. All right.
I did that for the time, cause.
Habari Gani, y'all.
Shout out to the Kiswahili in the room. And that
All right, so thank you, Utak, for being on the podcast.
teaching us about higher self, teaching us how to lurk properly,
Lurking properly.
teaching us how to put our vision into action by just fucking doing it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for having me.
Yay.
You can find us on all the usual social media: Instagram, black_meets_world, or Twitter, Black Meets World. Okay, I'll keep going. And you can also find us on on Facebook at Black Meets World, or you can email us at blackmeetsworld@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks.